Hello everybody! Sorry for the delay in getting started. This is Joel Lightcatcher and we're going to build a quadcopter today. Had a little problem getting Facebook to start up the connection, the streaming, so I really apologize for that. I'm a little terrified, I gotta admit. This is my first live Facebook event. I've done, I think, probably 100, 200 videos between my two YouTube channels. You've probably seen the Joel Lightcatcher channel and the Lightech channel, which has a lot of, that's kind of where I started. I should tell you, I really started in this about 2.5 years ago. I got into video drones and I started doing it professionally, became a Part 107 pilot, but I really got excited about drone racing and freestyle when I saw some guys at the park, and I started building that. And I got a whole bunch of 5-inch quads and a few 180 quads. And recently I had a real long bad string of luck where I had to have knee surgery, I had to have 2 foot surgeries, I had a couple bouts of kidney stones, and it really took me out of flying for quite a few months. So let me show you what I switched to. I switched to building tiny whoops so I could fly inside at least. And this was a lot of fun. And well, that brought me up to building a brushless drone. This is a bumper. I love this thing. I was actually going to be cannibalizing this for tonight's build, but I fell in love with it so much. I just took the camera, which is I'll go over the equipment later. And I was going to take this flight controller. I don't know if you can see this. Here, let me zoom in a little closer here so you can see this. This is a Zeus. This is an all-in-one ESC board, and it's great because everything is one board, so it's super light. And I was going to put it on tonight's build, but I love this thing so much I couldn't do it. So I have another flight controller we're going to put on the and ESC combo that we're going to put on the new board. So let's go get to that. I'm going to go get my parts. We have this huge box of parts. And in this box of parts, let's go through what we're going to build our quadcopter with in no particular order. We have here a Foxeer Predator. This is the new version, the Predator V3 micro camera. I had this on my bumper and this worked really well. Hey, let me fix the mic here. Yeah, that probably should sound a little better. Hey, by the way, who's here today? I see Gregory's lined in. Hey, Greg, can you hear me? How's my audio? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. There's like a 16-second delay between when I actually say something and you actually hear it. Oh, anyway, so let's continue. Can you hear me okay? Cool, thanks very much. Now, for the video transmitter, we're using this AKA. I really like this model. I forget which one it is, but it's a 20 by 20 stack. And I added some isolations on this for the bumper. I may not need it for this new build. So, we don't need that box anymore. We've got a couple of antennas. I don't know which one I'm going to put on this because I got a couple different dipoles and a small clover leaf and even this Strix. I like the MMX connectors. So we'll see later which one of these we go with. I'll just shove those aside for now. And of course we got our 2-inch propellers. This is a 2.5-inch build. And some pads, which we may or may not add. And of course some XT30 connectors. Oh, I should show you this. Over here, I had charged up some batteries. One thing that's important to know about this build is I had planned to fly this with 550 milliamp batteries, 550 MHA, 3 cells. And that's important to know because when I pick my motors, I pick this in mind. Speaking of motors, we're going with our favorite EMAX 1106. And remember I mentioned this battery? When I had my bumper, I was running 7,500 RPM motors with this, and they got really, really hot. So I thought, I'm going to be smart this time, and I'm going to use 4,500 on a 3-cell battery. So that's my logic there. So we're going to be using these. And this is what we're going to be using. This is a stack. This is a Lux V3 ESC stack. It's got those little pins in there, so they fit in really neat. And of course, Vi-Fly. We're going to put a Vi-Fly. I hope I can use a Vi-Fly. It might be a little bit of a challenge shoehorning this in. We're going to do the best we can. And I got one more thing. I got this X-Lite, and so far, I really love this remote, and I started using this with the bumper. I have a Spectrum DX6, which I also love, but I want some more portable. And of course, over at Cyclone FPV, they had this amazing deal on this long range, so I had to get this, but I don't have any quad, so guess what? We're going to make this a long range micro quad. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but that's what we're going to do. And for that, we have the transmitter. This is the, what do we call this? This is the brand new FrSky R9MM. And this one may also be a challenge because of the way the antennas were designed for a regular type of MX receiver, and we'll see how that works. And you know, I got some lights here. We might put some lights on this because we can control that through Betaflight. And we've got, let me put all this back because I want to talk about the frame. That's really what you're all here for. And by the way, we're going to be giving one of these frames away. I can't believe Catalyst. I told them I'm doing this, and they said, hey, we'll give you a frame to give away. I said, fantastic. That's really great. And I used to be in the computer business, so I always put electronics in anti-static bags because I know what badness can happen. So while we're not using that, that goes in there, that goes in there. Toss the battery in there, and let's just put this on the floor for now. All right. So this is the infamous massive droner. Now, and let me switch over to the camera here. Now, the massive droner, they give you a whole bunch of stuff here. And this is kind of fun. Before I look at this, I want you to notice this. Do you see this funny color behind? That is a real person. That is Ron Jeremy. You know who Ron Jeremy is? The infamous porn star. And somehow it became the massive droner with this ex-adult film vibe. I don't get it, and I'm sure there's a cool story in there, but only Catalyst really knows for sure what that's about. Anyway, put that away. Now this is a small frame, and by the way, I put all the parts in here. It is tiny, 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 tiny. Let's see what we got here. Does all this fit in this frame? We've got these sidebars, this front bar. Oh, we got this strap, and we'll just put that in the box for later. And this is what we're going to be putting together. Now, they at Catalyst are really nice in that they made a whole instruction manual on how to put this together. And it'd probably be a good idea to use that because sorry, I got all these controls in here. I'm like playing around with them. By the way, how you like my robotic camera? Hey, Josh. I see Josh is here. My man, Josh. Good to see you. By the way, I got to say, Josh, you're my inspiration for doing this live feed. I had so much fun watching you build your Diablo that I really wanted to do this. I had this, and I kind of like held off for a couple days while I learned OBS Studio, which that's what you're seeing here. And we got all kinds of crazy stuff we can do. So, again, we're talking about this. I'm going to go back. I'm going to digress for a minute because when we're done, this is what we're going to have. This drone. I'm trying to figure this drone right here. That's the massive droner, and that's what we're going to end up with. And you can see from looking at the model here how that kind of looks like that. Where's the button? There you go. Yeah, you can kind of imagine how that's going to go together. And by the way, when they make fun of the, I got to show you this. When they make fun of the name, they have a t-shirt. I have to show you the t-shirt. What do you think of that? Real men know 2.5 inches is a massive droner. And yeah, I can relate to that. Anyway, let's get back to that. So we're going to go and go through this, and let's go see what we do first. So let's switch over to the Canon camera for the down view. Okay, table of contents. Ba-da-bum. Psh, I feel like David Letterman throwing out letters. Okay, bill of materials. All right, we got all that. I hope we got all that. And yes, I do. Well, sometimes. All right. Tools required. We got all the tools we need. Assembly process. All right. And these are what we're going to go. Micro motors sold separately. We got our micro motors. So, and we need to get our sockets. Let's go get some of these things out of the way. Excuse me while I clean house for a moment. And let's get our motors out again, because we got to start with the motors, it says. 1 motor, 2 motor, 3 motor, 4 motor. Oh shit, what fell down? Excuse me 1 second. Nothing important. All right. So let's get out our motors first, because that's where we got to start. Anyway, put that aside. And we want to put our motors on there. So let's get to that. I've built maybe 12 quadcopters so already. And every one is a little different. And most of them, you really can figure out what you are working with, because they're all basically the same. But this one is different. Catalyst Machineworks really makes a unique product with some really cool engineering. Let's get all these screws out. I have more of these EMAX stickers than I'll ever use. I mean, there should be like a home for lost FPV stickers. Where's my garbage pail? So, you know, I made a lot of regular videos that we, you know, put on YouTube. Hopefully some of you have seen some of them. And if you haven't, don't tell me you haven't, because I have a huge ego according to the manual. So, yeah, and I'm accustomed to going backwards and editing them and taking out all the ums and dums and crap. But today I can't do that. We got to do it the right way. I already figured out which of these sets of screws we need. So let's figure that out. I kind of made, I forgot that I made it. Yeah, here it is. Here's a bag that I put a check on. So these are the ones that I need. So I got 1, got 2, don't need that. Okay, that one is the right one. Okay. Those, I don't know, you know, jeez. These things are so small, sometimes I can't even figure them out without holding them up against each other. So let's make sure I get the right screws here. I'm gonna open up this bag, and by the way, I love these magnetic trays. If you're lucky enough to have a Harbor Freight and you're lucky enough to catch them when they're having one of their sales, you can get them for free sometimes. Well, let's heat up the soldering iron. We're going to need that. Well, not yet. We got to mount the motors first. Let's see, is this the right one? That's not the right one. Is this the right one? By the way, I am what they call a man of a certain age. I actually went out and I got super strong glasses for when I'm doing this really tiny work, because I can't see crap anymore when it's small. Okay, that's good. We got for 2, for 3, and then we need to find 4 sets that's the right size. Oh, that one's too big. That one's definitely too big. Too small. They give you like 3 different sizes of bolts. Too small. I'm running out of screws, so I gotta find it sooner or later. Too big. Only 3 packages left. Just right. And too small. And these will just be saved for some other project. Oh, an extra? No, that one's right too. Okay. So let's go get these out of the bag. And we're going to start mounting these up. Oh, wow. I'm sorry I've been ignoring you guys. How many people are here now? I see Greg, Josh, Reagan Moody. Hey, you sound like someone who should be on Saturday Night Live. Hey, Reagan Moody, come on down. Oh, no, that's the price is right. So, cool. Cool. Anyone having fun? I gotta tell you, I had a crazy afternoon, and I had forgotten that, I'm doing this show 7 o'clock. And by the way, thanks for putting up for the late start. And I had a dentist appointment at 5, and I had to tell him, forget the x-rays. I got a show to do tonight. So, I skipped on part of my dental work just for you guys. I hope you appreciate it. All right, so we've got our driver, and let's go get these on the frame, and perfect. And do the ting. Where did I put my frame? Now, there does not seem to be any size here difference. And yeah, I should be doing some Loctite on this, but I think I'm going to skip it for now. I don't know why. Usually I use Loctite. Let me make sure I got these right. Yeah, that's the right size. Cool. Switch over so you guys aren't bored watching me while I put screws in. Yeah, I know. Putting screws in is insanely exciting. Who else is here? I can't read the screen when I put these glasses on. Ah, shit. Don't get old, people. I don't recommend it. You gotta put up with eye problems and other stuff. Okay, that's a 1. Yeah, usually I don't put motors on a 5-inch quad until later in the process. It's kind of funny how I'm doing this now, to me. But, I figure I'll be the crazy one following instructions. I know most of us, we just say, oh, it's a quad kit. Let's just get to it. Can't wait to build. And of course, 99% of those quads come with no instructions, which is kind of why I kind of made a drone course. I don't know if anyone's been to my, didn't get it, have been to my quadcopter coach school. I kind of made it so people don't have to deal with the crap that I did. I watched so many YouTube videos figuring, I'm going to learn how to build a quadcopter. And in the process, I fried 3 flight controllers because no one told me I need 5 volts for a flight controller. I gave it 12. Crap. And I saw the smoke. I had no idea what it was. Anyway, 3 flight controllers later, I learned my lesson. But the thing is, I, all credit to Stu over at UAV Futures. I was inspired by one of his videos, and I did everything he said, but not everything he meant, because he's such a he's done this so many times, he doesn't realize what he leaves out. It's just so automatic to him, and that's why I was inspired to make my own education series. So you know, hey, if you got some friends, send them over to quadcoptercoach.com. I dropped the price to $24 for the course. Yeah, shameless plug. Sorry. Who's here? Anyone new? So does everyone hear me good? Is my voice nice and clear? Again, this is my first time, and I kind of feel like I'm working in a vacuum. By the way, I got my dogs on the floor, so if you hear some kind of funky ghost tapping, it's just two little Bijans. Maybe I'll introduce you to the Bijans later. So, by the way, if anyone wants to do live streaming, check out this OBS Studio. I'm a techno weenie. I love tech, and I had so much fun learning this thing. And I got Photoshop. I'm an old graphics guy since the beginning of time. So I made all these graphics that you'll see, and I had to do a rush training on Adobe After Effects, which I've never used before. All right, there we go. That part's done. I should have probably tinned these first, but I didn't. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I can cut it yet. All right, next. Duh, we did that. I don't know what it's telling me. I got motors on there. All right, part 2. The stack. Okay, I know about the stack. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we can do about the stack. I thought I might have to be a little creative with this. So kind of like, this is why I took it apart. I did kind of some pre-building to kind of see what would fit. I got these standoffs. I think these are going to be the right ones to use. So, and I got to leave some, the strap goes across the bottom there. So I got to leave some room for that. So let's see if these will do the trick for us. So where's our stack? Where's our stack? All right, there's the stack. And switching glasses again. And this stack is kind of cool. Let me move it apart. They give you more parts. They give you some wires, which is kind of cool. They give you a capacitor. Anybody else join us now? Let's see, Greg's the last guy. Hey, Greg, say something. Your name's just hanging there at the bottom. Okay, so there's our stack. And if you can see here, it's, there's the ESC board. And there's the part that clips on top of it. So I'm going to start with this. And let's see what we can do here. Is that going to fit? It's a little big. Where's my 20 box? Take some nuts here. Need 4 nuts. Yeah, I think I should have put the stack on before the motors. Let's get it out of the way. I think I should have done that. Let's get the mounting on for that. This is my my second micro quad, I guess. But at first, micro quad that's supposed to fly like a 5-inch, which I think should be a really cool experience. Hey, how's the clarity of this bench camera? I hooked up my Canon and got this HDMI to USB converter so I can get the feed into my computer. How's it looking? Is it sharp enough for everybody? That's funny. I say something, I know you're not going to hear it for 16 seconds, so I'm looking for a reply, and it's like 30 seconds before you know what I just said and write something. So this is kind of like Facebook sort of live, slight delay. All right. So now that we got that, which is the front and the back? That's a good question. Let's go take a look at the picture. Okay, that's the picture. And I'm thinking this is the front. I'm thinking that's the front. What does it look like over here? I'm gonna scoot forward on the instructions here because I know they got this thingy. Oh no, yes, no. Because we got to put. Last thing I want to do is build this backwards. Of course, their sample doesn't show the front versus the back. Okay, there we go. Okay, the short part is the front. Okay, the short part is the front, which means this has to go out the back way. Let's get this out of the way. So if that's, and do I have enough for the strap? You know what? I'm not happy with that because I want some more room there. So I'm going to put 4 more nuts on there. I want to raise it up just a little bit higher because I got to get that Velcro battery strap in there. Where's my cheat? That's not the right one. Nope. Yep, that's the right one. Let's see if we can get this over here. Uh-oh. That's the problem with the camera. I gotta start and stop it. Okay. Okay. Bench camera's been restarted. So, what do you guys think of my little robotic camera? I got this slider for doing interviews for my, well, I'm a web developer and I do lots of web work and photography work for my clients. So I got this robotic slider and I thought, I'm going to put my webcam on there and make it look really cool. So what do people think of my moving camera? Hi, the room is moving and I'm not. I love my toys. I love my toys. I like beer. Who said that? I like beer and I like my toys. Starting to look like a quadcopter. All right. There we go. Now I can see daylight under that board. Oh, not down all the way. Make sure these nuts are down the way. I am using metal here, so that should help in a crash. Metal bolts. This is so cool. When you put it on, you gotta make sure the pin headers are on the top. Okay, that's good. Let's see if we got enough clearance for this. You know, we don't know if we're gonna make any mistakes here. Ow, fudge! They're not tall enough. Oops. That didn't work. That sucked. All right, these bolts aren't going to make it. I'm going to have to go to the nylon bolts. I didn't want to do that, but that's what happened. Shit. Well, sorry for wasting your time and my time on that. But, you know, if you ever built a quadcopter, you know, it doesn't always go as you plan. That was a colossal waste of time. We'll get the stack on here soon. I hate when things don't go well. Really didn't want to use nylon bolts. But gotta do what you gotta do. If they break, I'll have to fix them. And I've broken nylon bolts before. I've broken lots of nylon bolts before. You ever get your nuts stuck in your nut driver? That sounds like a story. All right, let's go put these away for another day, and let's see what they came with. Maybe we'll use what they gave us. Take all these away. Actually, maybe these might work out better. Maybe we'll use what Lumenier gave us. How about that? All right. So we put that in, and the spacer down. Try that. I'll put this in a nut down or this in a spacer down? I think I should put this in a spacer down. That's what I'm thinking. No, these, no, these, no, those go in there. Nope, we gotta do the nuts. Oh, wait a minute. We got different spacers here. Look at this. Different size spacers. So maybe we can. We just gotta get the right ones. This one's a funny size. This, and we got 4 of that size. We got 5 of that size and 2 of these size. No, they're all the same size. Okay, we can do this. Okay, great. So I'm gonna put that on. And this is always a challenge, putting them on without losing the spacers. So if I hold it sideways, that sometimes does the trick. All right, so now, okay, I take that off, and I gotta put these on, but I can't put the top on yet because I gotta solder this. Boy, that's a challenge, isn't it? I mean, I can't put the spacers in this because I still got to solder that. Or can't? No, maybe I can. Maybe I can. All right, let's try that. Let's try that. So now I'm going to put these on. Just like do as I say, not as I do time. Okay, then this. No, I've used this flight controller before, but never as the stack. The stack is kind of a new thing. Come on, get the pins in there. Woo-ha! Look at that. Now I still gotta get the what do you call it? The radio on top. I put these on. No, that's not gonna work. So I gotta go. I'm using full-size bolts now. I'm gonna do my full-size bolts. which are in this box here. So we're not using the 20 by 20s, we're using the full size, which was not what I had planned to do. All right. Let's see, do we use? Yep, that'll do it. Just use another standoff. Some of these standoffs have been used and they've been crashed up. Yeah, all right, we have a solution. Houston, we no longer have a problem. You ever put on standoffs and then you find one of the three is the wrong size? So this calls for a Phillips. Uh-oh. Shit! Unbelievable. I need a nut. They're too tall. I gotta put a nut on there, and then an extension for the transmitter. Well, that was a surprise. This quad's full of surprises, isn't it? You know what? Maybe I can do something else with that. You know what? This may not be a problem at all. I'm thinking this is actually a good thing. We'll find out when I get to that part. And one more. One more, and we got past this part of the process. Usually I build quads in about 3 hours. My first one took a hell of a lot longer. There's an embarrassing video on the Like Tech channel of my building a Dubai 210 from GearBest. And oh, I look back at those days and I cringe that I did those things. How could I be so stupid? Wait, no, I need this one now. Oh, sugar, I didn't soft mount this. I just realized that. I hard mounted this. You know what? Fuck it. If I have a problem, I'll go back later and deal with it. Or should I? Should I? What do you think? Should I go back and take this off and put my soft mount rings on there? Actually, I don't think I can. If I put the soft mount rings on it, I'd have... You know, you really can't. You can't. How can you soft mount this? Because it has that connection down there. Hey, let's take a second and see what your comments are. Anybody need a comment back? Let's see. Ha 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 ha. Well, David Letterman's retired. Can't say the same for me. All right, so what's next? What's next on their instructions? Okay. Done. Done. Yep, we did that too. Yep, we're past that. Yep, it was like watching an old-time movie. Yeah, we did that too. We did that too. Yep, we did that too. Step 3. Micro hardware sold separately. And the transmitter sold separately. You know what? It kind of leaves out all the soldering. Is kind of like taken out of this. Let's turn on the soldering iron. I think we got to start soldering stuff. Yeah, it shows pictures, but there's no wires. What's wrong with these motors? There's no wires on them. All right, so we're going to do that. I think that's kind of... Oh, crap. Did anyone catch the mistake that I made here? I can't believe how... Jeez. I am so effing embarrassed. That was such a newbie mistake. That was the stupidest thing I've ever done once before. Did I say this was live and I was kind of embarrassed that I was going to make mistakes? Well, congratulations, you saw my first big stupid mistake. That was a big one. Why did anyone say stop? I'm in such a hurry to build, and I'm tired, and I'm pissed that I had to go to the dentist, that I am doing stupid stuff. And I think, now that I did that, I think I'm going to, I'm wondering if I should put, nah, I'm not. Put those back on. I was thinking about something, and then I said, no, that's not a good idea. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell you what it was, because it was a stupid idea. Stupid ideas I'll keep to myself, if I can. Okay, those are still in place. Can I get them in there? The spacers are still there. Yes, no, maybe, possibly, it could happen. Oh, come on, make my life easier, will you? Yay! I did it. Alright, that wasn't so bad. And the battery connector is still hanging out the back end. Alright. We're back in business. So I got my little tablet here, talking wirelessly to my computer to change the cameras when I get bored of looking at one thing, so you don't get bored looking at one thing. Thought I'd wear my groovy tie-dye shirts because everyone else wears their FPV shirts, and I thought I'd be different. I actually did that in one of my first videos on the Like Tech channel, and so many people commented they liked my shirt. What about the drone? No, we liked your shirt. Cool. I'll be a fashion statement if that's what people want. I am not a follower of fashion. Okay, there we go. And we got it with that heading up the back. And we can still solder everything up. Actually, I may still have a problem. Where is that? Here it is. When I looked at the flight controller, UART3 is on the bottom and UART6 is on the top. Yeah, so I am going to have to take that off to solder up the telemetry on the receiver. So gotta remember to do that. All right, so we got some leftover parts here. These are, I don't know if I'm going to need that. Where's my box of parts? While we're thinking about this, let's just check out if the receiver or the transmitter needs standoffs. So, gotta take these out. Don't need these anymore. When I had this on my bumper, that was a smaller build, and that needed these isolators to fit well, but this one doesn't. So, oh wait, no, that would be with the antenna going that way out the back, I guess. Oh, look at that. See this? I can put, oh, crap. Not enough clearance. No, I'm going to have to use standoff to make it a little higher, because that's going to bump into these chips here. So, that was not, I was hoping I can get by with that, but no, it didn't happen. So, all right. I'm always trial fitting things to make sure that they work so I don't get a problem later on. Okay, so we're going to need these, so I'm just going to put them in there. And these parts are just spares for a rainy day or when it breaks. These nylon bolts will break. They definitely will break. I know I've destroyed stacks before and had to unscrew and rescrew. Hey, who's listening? Someone give me a thumbs up if you're still out there. I hear crickets. All right, so we got that, and the soldering iron is warming up. Let's go get to soldering. So, get a few other tools here. I'm going to start with the motors. You know what? Before I even do that, let's go tin up the pads. I like to just tuck these wires underneath while I'm getting ready, and I like to use a flux pen because it makes things a little easier. And you know what? I am gonna do this. I decided because I need to solder the other side of this pad, I'm going to take the top off and just set it aside for a little bit. I know it fits anyway. And that's really what's important to me. Come on. Is this? It's spinning on the bottom. So, by the way, here's my trick. Take these ridiculously long ones that you never use for anything, and just because they're so big, they're really helpful to just temporarily hold things down until you're ready. Maybe with the flight controller. Oh. Someday I'm just feeling stupid. It's getting hot in here. Hey Google, set the nest to 72.
Okay, setting the whole home to 72 degrees.
I love my Google Home with my Nest. Okay. It's hot in here. Okay, so I'm just going to temporarily put these on here just for bolt holders. just keep things in place while I'm working. And it's one of my little tricks. Because, like I said, what are you going to use these stupid big ass standoffs for anyway? They're just bolt holders. You know, I could have pre-tinned this, but I didn't want to deprive you guys the fun of watching me tinning a flight controller and a power distribution board. ESC all-in-one duod. Alright. We'll just put that over there in the box for now. And just put these in here for now. Alright, so let's get this thing done. Alright, so I find if I just give a little flux, it makes life go so much easier. Okay, cool. I like to put the solder on the pad and then put the soldering iron on that and just kind of just work it in. You don't have to be too careful making, you know, a neat solder ball on the pad. Do that when you get the wires. I love the smell of rosin in the morning. Or the evening at this point. So when you put the flux in there, look how much easier it takes it is to just run that solder right in there. Alright. Maybe we'll... Yeah, I'll make that later. Let's get these wires out of the way because they're really bugging me. How's this baiting? Should I braid the wires or not braid the wires? I like braided wires. But these are so small. No, just put them like that. I would like to give a little slack there. By the way, if you like this rubber pad, this is one of the best inventions. Really makes soldering glue guns. Glue guns are great for glue guns because nothing sticks on them. This is really small. Stripping and tinning is coming up. Is that loose? Stripping and tinning is coming up. So how you guys liking my robotic camera? Is it making you seasick or do you think it's cool? You know, I think this is probably my 15th or 16th quad. I've kind of lost track. Just guessing with these. I got a collection of these short wires. I keep telling myself I'm going to use them for something one of these days. Sometimes I use them. Is that too long? If I wanted to be really neat, I would have taken the wire these up and then had them come underneath. That would have looked sick. Let me make these a little shorter. Time for din. You know, I like to take one of these and just see, did I get it too tight? If you pull it off, then you look in here and see, oh, the wires, yeah, there's wires in there. So that's a little too small. Let's try that one. Ah, that's better. All right. I've been using these adjustable wire strippers for so long, I'm just used to them. I know some people like to use their fingertips. I don't. If I got a little job, I will, but generally I like these. I feel I have more control over them. I can't see what you guys said. Let's see. Yep. Looks good. Yep. Thanks, guys. Hey, Josh, I'm really liking your Diablo videos. You may shame me into getting one of these days. With this new FAA law, I think I'm going to need a new line of sight beater quad. If they're ever going to tell me I can't fly FPV somewhere because I don't have a spotter. That's really going to be a problem for me because I often go in the evenings when no one's at the field. Alright. Boom. Soldering. Tinning. Nothing more than tinning. Stray wire. That's why I should twist them, but I'm being lazy. Everybody has their own way of doing these. Someone's going to say, no, you're doing it all wrong. Right, Josh? Josh and I disagree about smoke stoppers. He's brave and I'm not. Alrighty. Let's go solder these suckers up. One of the problems I've had in the past is I don't pay attention to the other wires. I end up melting something. I want to turn the temperature up a little bit. I like these bent nose. That's too long. Too long. Recycle. Okay. That's a one. I had a racing quad and I braided the wires and I was so proud of it. It looked so cool. I think some of these are just a little bit too long. I wonder what time it is. I find myself sometimes acting like a contortionist, trying to hold the wire and the soldering iron at the same time, so things are where I want them to be. Ow! Ah! Gotcha! Be lazy. Uh-oh. Looks like my camera here stopped. So let's that's the problem with using a DSLR for a camera. The law says that it can't record for more than 29.9 minutes because then it would be a video camera. So every 30 minutes I have to restart the camera over my head. This is funny. This thing is so light, the soldering iron pulls it around. Okay, that's two. Oh, then I got soldered. I soldered my finger. Yeah, I agree, Josh. The Vifly is really great. I've got a history of working with these various beepers, and I don't know if anyone remembers the drone, the what is it called, the niche, FPV niche, something niche. They were out of Korea, and they had, I thought, a fantastic product, and it didn't work by battery. It went by motion. If your quad stopped moving for more than 2 minutes, it would go off. And I thought that was pretty cool, and it worked great because you didn't have to wire it, and you could just move it from quad to quad, unlike the Vifly. But they stopped making it because they didn't want to. Oh, that's the wrong one. They didn't want to hassle with the lipos. And then they came up with another one that the user could put a battery in, but it wasn't so great for FPV. But you could attach it to like the leg of a Mavic. I like to get these wires, all parallel, the same. Makes it easier when you get the BL Heli suite to configure them. That looks a little long. Yeah, all these are long. Yeah, this is so exciting. It's so nice when I do a pre-recorded video and I just fast forward through all this stuff. I've actually been wanting to build this thing for like a couple of weeks, but Josh, you got me thinking about the live, so I'm going to blame you for taking so long to build this. But I've had fun with it, so thank you. All right, starting to look like a quad. Now let's go work on the pigtail. And for that, I need my XT30s. Where did I put those down? Now, yes, this is a smoke stopper, and I did some cool stuff with the smoke stopper. You'll notice this is my smoke stopper for my XT60, so I made these little adapters to put on there. And by the way, I don't know about you, but I always get nervous about putting the wrong side on. So I always... I have a phone call. I bet this is a robocall. Oh, yeah, this is a robocall. Let's have some fun. We got a robocall. Hello? Ha ha. They figured it out. F you, robocall. All right, so here's my XT30s. And okay, so the battery gets this end. I always get that mixed up. So I want, here's a trick. This. Double check. Yep, it's like that. So put that aside. So what I want to do is put this away till later. Don't need it now. So what I want to do is use this to hold it while I solder that up. Other ones away. That's going to need them eventually. Okay, so my desk always gets really messy. The more I build, the messier it gets. Okay, so red is positive. Look at that! They tinned them for me. They fit. You know what? I love these things. Just make it so easy to solder. Just got to get the hold in place. Like that. Oops, sorry about that. Bang the mic. Okay. By putting in something like this to hold it, it keeps the metal pins from melting and shifting. So that's the trick. That's why I do that. one thing they didn't give me is some shrink wrap. Shrink wrap? Shrink tube. Put these tools aside. Clean up my space a little. Okay, so this is probably the black ones. Let's see. Black ones. Let's put some black ones on. I got my heat gun right next to me. Gonna work? Yeah. No, we don't want to shorten anything up. We'll shrink tube on there. There we go. And I'm going to go and heat shrink this. Let's see, what are we going to do for a new transition? We're going to heat shrink this. There we go. I'm back. All right, that's done. Save this for later. Don't want to lose it. Got my industrial heat shrink gun. Oh, someone said something here. Sorry, can't read it. Joel, your screen has a message about recording. It does? What does it say? I don't see it. Okay, so we need to use this too. And let's see, which is the negative? That's the negative side. That's the negative side. Oh, by the way, I got a cool thing. I got to get something. I got this cool thing for that. You know what? I'm not going to. I have these cool caps I was going to use, but now I'm just going to put it on because this is so small. And that's the negative side. That's the negative side. So I'm going to. I'll give this a twist. Put that right there. No. There's an idea. I'm going to put it down there. Underneath. You know what? That's a cool idea. I have a cool idea. I'm going to take this. Now I'm going to put it on the bottom. I have just enough room there to tin that up. Here's my little ones. Just for a little balance here. So it doesn't move on me. Where's my flux? Put a bunch of solder on the bottom there. I want to see if I can solder on the bottom. Okay. Thanks, Josh. Okay, so this I want to see if I can snick it in underneath tight. So right there and there. Minus. That's marked on this side. That's the minus side. It's a little tricky. Very tricky, actually. Not much room to work here. I'm going to burn my fingers. Ah, this is a job for bent nose pliers. I love my tools. No, that's not a job for bent nose pliers. They got no grip on it. Okay. Job for bent nose tweezers, maybe. Yeah, job for bent nose tweezers. Come on. Can't see what I'm doing sometimes. I'm trying to think, but nothing happens. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Come on. Melt. Okay. Sort of in there. I'd like it to be better. Snicking. If you see this, I'm putting this in underneath the frame, trying to heat that up. It's not working. Why is this not hot enough? Turn up a little hotter. I'm not getting as good a bond as I want. Okay, now we got it. Let me try this one a little bit better. Need to put some more. Maybe if I just get some more solder on there. Don't want it coming off. Don't want it coming off. All right. That's on good. Minus. Okay. Thank you. Now we can do this. This is the easy part. I think pigtails are the easiest part to solder. Come on. Transfer heat. Should be using the flathead on this, but I'm not. Come on. It's a cold solder. Come on, heat up. Okay, that's good. Come on, stay put. All right, we got power. Yay, we got power and we've got resistor. All right, let's move on. You dig it. All right, so now I got to do something a little sneaky. Remember I mentioned UART3 is on the bottom here. So we got to do a little pre-planning. UART3 is... Where's UART3? That doesn't... Wait, that doesn't... Oh, it's upside down. There it is, UART3. So let's go tin that up. We're not using the 3.3 because we're using a 5 volt for the receiver. And you know what? I might need this ground, so I'm just going to do that for future use. Never have enough grounds. Turn down the heat on that. Okay. I'm at it. What else do we need? I'm at it. Okay, we need TX6. Where's TX6? There it is. As long as we're in a mode, we need TX6. And yeah, let's do the LEZ and the buzzers. And the S bus and the grounds. I think that's what we need. I like how large these pads are on this board. And what else do I need here? An S bus. We got all that. Oh, and for the video, I need the video. Good to these. So while we got this unmounted, let's go back to our video. And do a little pre-hooking up to make life easier. Okay. Oh shit, what was that connection? Ha, it's been a while since I did this. I believe this is the TX. So we need could run this side here for 3. Well, that's going to be S-Bus telemetry, and that's going to be smart audio. You know what? I think I might want to reverse that. So smart audio would be TX6 then. And that would be this. Okay, I'm going to reverse this. I'm going to make smart audio TX6. And pen. Please mark what you're doing. Okay, so this is going to be on the bottom side. This is going to be, and this is going to be telemetry. Okay. It's okay to change mine. So this is going to go to TX6. Wait. This is going to TX3. Right 2. And we'll just unplug this for now. And put it back in its bag. So that will make our life easier because we got to install that flight controller now. There's nothing else on that side of the board. Okay, so that's the forward. That's the forward. Let's take these things off now. We don't need them anymore. They did their job. Yeah, I know. Some people find this so exciting and other people find it dreary boring. I love this stuff. I don't know why. I think it feels very zen-like to me when I do this. Wow, it's 9:02 already. Crap. Well, it's got a late start. There we go. And put the nuts on. You know, if I wanted to, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on, gosh darn second here. Got me some red ones. Why red? It's red is fast. Let's see if I know they're wired up already. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I know. I'm making a terrible mess for myself. Probably gonna regret this later, but take that down. You know, this is like one of those 20/20 hindsight moments where you thought, oh, great idea. Let's put some of these on at the wrong time. Let's just see how much harder we can make this than it has to be because we had a great idea but at the wrong time. Maybe I can put an isolator on here. Well, hopefully those wires long enough that I can do this. I think it's interesting that I don't have to use the M2 bolts. I can use M3 bolts on this tiny little 20 by 20 mount. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to put these back on. And then I'm going to put this in. I need to get those pins in that hole as it goes down. We got 4 holes. That was at 6 pins to get in there. Done and done. And then I come back here, get 4 more of these. Come on top. Woohoo! I isolated my stack. Now I need these for the transmitter. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't think that out ahead of time, but I figured it out. That's how I usually do these things. I kind of like start out with a notion and then it goes somewhere else. Is that a good one? Yeah. Here's my, well, there it is. Squeeze things down. Uh-oh. Camera stopped again. All right, got the camera back. Stupid rules. Well, that's nice. Everything's there. I got plenty of clearance underneath for the battery strap. Just trial fit this, make sure that it's good before we solder up the rest of this. So this is going to that out the back, and we got plenty of room for the nuts on top. Yeah, that's nice. See that? It's gonna be nice. Ooh, is that wires? Oh, that's a problem. Not much of a problem. With the little board there hanging it up a little bit. It'll be okay. Okay, so what does Catalyst Machineworks say we do next? Well, we did that. We did that. We did that. Am I going backwards or forwards? We did that. Well, doesn't mention about putting any wires on. So yeah, we're kind of like at that point. So, but before we do that, we got to wire up the flight controller. So, yeah, let's go get to wiring up the flight controller. So, actually, hell, I don't have have to wire up the flight controller because I got that little connector in there. That's pretty damn cool. But I do have to get the receiver on there. So get our receiver. We got the beeper, the receiver, and the camera. Now I had already pre-programmed set this up, and you see got this funky antenna. So yeah, we got that to put on, and here's the camera harness. Now the camera, where's the camera on this go? Camera and receiver goes there. So the receiver there we go. The camera is going to be over here. This is going to be kind of long. So I think I'm going to cut it down a bit. I'm going to cut this down. It's too long. Tin those up. What do we say here? Oh my goodness, there's all these comments I didn't see. I'm so sorry. Ephraim, welcome. Sorry I missed you. Watching this makes me want to build a 3-inch. Well, this is a 2.5-inch. Ha ha. Okay. Hey, if you're still listening, someone give me a thumbs up. I want to see how this puppy flies, if it really flies like a 5-inch. You know, one of the things I love about my 180 quads, which are 4 inches, is I can fly them in really crazy tight places. So I'm thinking, and even my 2-inch, I can get it through such tiny little gaps at the park. And I'm anxious to see what happens with these, because this is even smaller. There we go. And this really isn't much different than building a 5-inch. It's just everything is smaller. And by the way, everyone stay tuned because we're going to be giving one of these frames away. Courtesy of Catalyst Machineworks. I can't believe they're giving me a whole frame. I paid good money for this, and I'm giving you guys one? Shucks. I think this is too hot now. It's melting the wire. Yeah, I gotta turn this down. These little wires can't take the heat. There's the tweezers. Okay, so this is a little tricky. This is for the camera. Power goes. Power goes here. Actually, you know what? This is even trickier because I got to combine these up. That's what the instructions are telling me. So, always find these double solder jobs a little bit more of a challenge. Here's how I do it. I know it's a little anal. Come on, guys, get get these other wires out of the way. First, I get the two wires together, right on top of each other. Squish them down. Really try and get them together. Then I got to switch hands, which is a problem. I got to put it over there and twist them together a little. I use this to kind of like get them in place. Try not to move. Here we go. Two on the ground. Now I gotta do the same. That was for the power. Now I'm gonna do the same for the ground. Yeah, like use tweezers to switch hands. Isn't that funny? And the ground is all the way on this side. Okay. And then the video in. V1. This is the camera. And this looks a little too long. This goes to V1. And transmitter goes to VO. And this was on both the camera and the transmitter were on my bumper. I got a new camera and transmitter coming for that because I don't need that. Okay, we got our transmitter and camera set. Yeehaw. Okay, what's next? Buzzer. Man, I hope I can squeeze this in. I don't even know where it's going to go. So I guess I'll leave it long because I don't know where it's going to go. And I need to review the documentation for this I've put these into 2 quads before. Any new comments here? 2.5. Fun, Greg. Charles! Hey, Charles Wong, thanks for joining. Cool. All right. Let's wire up the Wi-Fi and hopefully we can get that in. Oh. Are these pre-tinned? They look like they're pre-tinned. Anyway, so we've got, what do we have here for a type? Our buzzer connection. We got buzz plus and minus. We got buzz plus and minus. Okay, we're a type A here on this one. Okay. Red is plus, yellow is minus, black is ground. Buzzer is there. I'll do the minus first just because it's on the outside. And minus is yellow. And it looks like these are pre-tinned, so I'm gonna chance it. That wasn't very good. Okay. And red is buzzer plus. And I just messed up that standoff a little bit. Always messing up the standoffs with the soldering. And then this has to go to ground. So where's the ground on this? Ground is over on the end. Hey, you know, we need a spare ground on the bottom somewhere. I wonder where that was. Is that ground underneath that? Oh my god, it is, isn't it? That ground under that standoff. Who the hell did that? Look at that, the ground is under the standoff. All right, and the Wi-Fi is all hooked up. Put that little rubber doo-wad back there. It's not going to hurt anything. Look at that, I melted the top of that. I might have to replace that. All right, so the LED. Where's the LED? Oh, wait, yes, no. That's the Wi-Fi. Where is the, is it still in the box? Box parts. Yep. You know what? I'm gonna leave the LED off for right now because I don't know if I can put this on. So I'm just gonna leave it out, and perhaps later I'll put it on off camera. All right, so now we have the transmitter and telemetry. Which was telemetry? Yes, I read instructions. Okay, so okay, there we go. Okay, like that. Okay, so green is S. Green goes to TX6. And yellow is the inverted S bus. Okay, so green. I don't know where this is going to go, so I'm going to leave it loose. I think I'm going to leave it full length for now. Maybe I'll shorten it up later. Actually, this is probably going to go... I don't know where it's going to be. I'll leave it long. I can shorten it later, because I don't know where it's going. Okay, so green goes to... Where's TX6? There it is. Green goes to TX6. Okay, so telemetry. Red is power. Ground and power. Ow. Itch. Okay. Power. Okay, we're over here now. Sometimes do a little smudger and I'll just kind of use it to put it in place. Ground goes right next to it. And yellow is S bus. S bus is underneath this. That's funny. Wiring this flight controller up is like a treasure hunt. Woohoo! All right. We got it. We got our receiver hooked up with telemetry. We got our buzzer hooked up. We got our camera and transmitter all hooked up. So, yeah, we're doing really cool here. All right, let's go put some of these papers away. And the only thing we didn't do is the light, just because we don't know how that's going to fit on there. All right, so, all right, now we're going back to the frame. We got to do the top part now. And for this, yeah, I think I'm going to need a little instruction. Oh, let's get this back on. I do tend to make a mess of my space as I build. Okay. So, so now we've got to go back to the parts. We have these parts and these parts to make this. I'm going to turn my soldering iron off. for the moment. I do got to go back with the multimeter, Josh. Let's see. So I opted to buy these extra red parts because I didn't want the black ones. All right, so we've got these bolts. What do we need for the top? Okay, good. I like that. Okay, so that's, nope, that's not what I need. I need this, oh, they changed it. I need that. So we take these two, and then we take this. I see these two holes. Okay. No, I've never done this before. Oh, wait a minute. Is this? Oh, look at this. Look at this. One side has a long thing and the other doesn't. So this has to go like that because that obviously is flat. So yeah, that's got to go like that. That makes sense. I hope. I hope it makes sense. Okay, and then I did another sharp one. And that goes in that hole. We're making the top canopy now. Well, that is tight. That is definitely a tight screw. Oh. Let me try this little one there. Okay. And then we take this one, and we take another one of these, and that goes through that hole. And there's there's a flat side on this too. I think the flat sides go down, so that's how I'm going to turn it. Yeah, let's see, we got some more comments here. I lost my glasses. There. What we got here? Charles, you're welcome. Glad you're here. All right, so let's get this side together now. This is the easy part now. This is super easy part. Wait a minute. Where's the screws I need? Uh-oh. Supposed to have two more. Oh, wait, here's one. Looks like it's got inside that nut. And I need one more. There it is. Okay, we're good. After a while, all these screws look the same. Yeah, it's tight. I don't know what they're using for these 3D printed parts, but it's not TPU. Hey, Catalyst, if you're watching, and I hope you are. Oh, what? Oh! What the? That's the wrong hole. See? Wasn't paying attention. Don't lose that screw. I hate when screws fall on the floor. That is the worst thing. You spend hours searching for a tiny screw, and then eventually you give up and order some new ones. All right, that's right now. This canopy is the easy part. It's not so hard. Was it 9:30? We started about 7:30. About 2 hours so far. Yeah, this is going really fast. Every time I build a quad, it goes faster. All right, and yeah, that looks like that. All right, what's next? Yep, that's what it looks like. 2 on that side and 1 on the other side. Well, I'm not going to put those in yet because I don't know what I'm going to be doing with the antennas yet. Okay, parts, washers, and lock nuts. So it says that this, turn around, no, face the same way as the picture. This gets locked into that. Here's where the engineering gets very interesting. So that piece fits in like that. It's like watching a slow motion movie. And looks like that. All right. Let's do this. So this. By the way, these wires, we'll make sure they are where they should be. Transmitter in the back, camera in the front, receiver I'll just put up back for now. And then this goes in that little slot. Oh wait, no, first you gotta, oh this is really clever, look at this. You gotta get these in that little slot there. You gotta get those in there. You put these in and they slide back. There you go. They slide back. And then these settle. What's it hitting? Oh, it's hitting the standoff. Crap. Oh, you know what? That's why it wanted. The transmitter has to go on now. Now I get it. Where did I put it? Yeah, okay. Now I understand. Yeah, let me fix this. Okay. Sorry, camera ran out again. Now I understand why this has to go on now. So this has to go on, and let's go lock that down with some nuts. Oh wait, this has to go out the other side. This has to come up this side because this connects to that. And then this comes around and goes down there. And by the way, before I do this, there is something important I need to do. Come on. What happens when you melt the ends? I didn't test with the multimeter. So let's give it a continuity test before we go any further, because I hate surprises. Okay, so I always start back here. That's good. Okay, where's my battery? Yep, that's right. Always double check that. And let's just check the ground. Find the ground anywhere. That's good. Good. And check the power. Okay, we're not crossing over. Very good. Get the ground over here. Okay. And on the power side, we should not get anything. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that looks good. And that's it. All right. Where's now let's get this on. This has to go out the back. Put the transmitter up that way. Nice, good. That's still hanging out. This is for the camera, this is for the live fly. Right? Oh, nope, 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 nope. Got it wrong. This is the live fly. Live fly goes out this way. Camera goes out this way to the front. And the live fly I'm going to put in the back. Transmitter we'll put out the back. Okay. And nut that down. Oh, thanks, Charles. Thanks. I try to do clean builds. I hope these standoffs aren't too tall. I'm going to find out in a moment. But so far the stack's looking good. I hope it's not too tall. That would be a problem if it were. This standoff is going to give me some problems, I can see, because I melted it with the soldering iron. I hate when I do that. I do it too frequently. Hello, where's my... There. See if I can get the thread. Nope. I think I fudged that standoff. I may just leave two standoffs on this. See if we can get it to turn. Yeah, I did. This is really tight. It looks like it's already might be hitting those components. Yeah, I'm a little afraid on this one. Look how tight that is right there. I don't know if I want to risk screwing it down. Let's watch it carefully. Don't want to. I've actually had a case where I knocked off some surface mounted part because it was just so close. If I have to, I could snip off the tops of these screws. Okay. How's that looking, guys? Now that's looking pretty tight. I mean, I'm going to have to tighten up, well, clean up the wires, but that looks pretty good. Nice and airy. All right, now let's see if we can get this on or if those standoffs are going to get in the way. And if we look over here, again, that's the front little, I'm going to call those the pinchers. No, yes. And, yeah, I think I'm having a problem with the standoffs. So let's try if I can trim them off. See if that'll work. You hear those things just bing? All right, let's see if that did it. If that didn't do it, then I've got problems. And I do have problems. Look at that. It's not enough clearance to get the foot down. I gotta come up with another solution. I gotta bring this down somehow. Somehow I need to bring that down. It's too high. Any suggestions, guys? How do you think I can get that lower? Maybe just somehow get some nuts on there. I hope I've got some way of lowering that. What do you think, guys? Any ideas on how I can get that intermediate parts lower? These standoffs are just simply too tall. I mean, if I take the isolator, that can take it down a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be enough. What do we have on there? Oh, shit. Pardon my language. I mean, I might have to take the isolation off. Maybe that's the solution. That would bring it down a little bit. I think that's the first thing I'm going to try. Taking these off. Let's try that. See, these are the surprises we have. See, if I use that Zeus board, I wouldn't be having these problems. But no, I had to keep my bumper. I meant that, you know, the bumper was only while I was going to be stuck indoors, but I had so much fun with it, I didn't want to give it up. It's just a little bit too tall. If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to take the other isolator off. So you think you get a great idea, and it doesn't turn out so great. But this little stack I have is like rated for 30 amps. It's insane. I don't think I'll be smoking it anytime soon. And I bought it because it was on sale and I couldn't resist the price. I knew eventually I would be using it. Okay, now before I put the other board on, I know how tall those are. And let's see if this works. Pray, everybody pray that it will work. Get those wires out of there. Oops. Yeah! It works! Look! Take the isolators out and it fits. And I'll probably be clipping that so it doesn't bang the top there. Alright. Thanks for your prayers, men and ladies, if any. What do we have here? This is the transmitter. This is the... I'm forgetting what I did here. This is the camera. And this is the buzzer. Okay, the buzzer is going to go this way too. Okay, and this is the transmitter with the numbers that go on top. No, let's go this way with the antenna going out the back. All right, let's see if we can. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Why is that not going down? Is it hitting something? No, no. Oh! Some of these standoffs are shorter than the others. That's the problem. No, wrong one. Do I have maybe some shorter standoffs in here? Let me see. That one's bent. I found one of these was smaller than the others. What are these? I have no idea. Let's see if any of these are smaller, because I see I have one that's smaller on there. And smaller is what I need. Let's see what we got here. Line these up. Uh-oh. Dogs think there's somebody outside. Come on, I want to get this finished today. This happens when you get collections of parts over the years. Okay, this one is shorter. Those are all the same height. And I got one shorter here. Do I have any more than a 3 shorter? This one shorter? This is a short one. That one's a little taller. I may not have another short one. got 2 short ones. I need 4 short ones. This sucks! Oh, wait, what's this one? That's a tall one. Which one is shorter? Maybe I will just use 2 short ones and make it shorter in the... One side needs it shorter. Let it go in an angle. You need shorter ones in the front, so I got one that's shorter. I wish you could get shorter standoffs. Wish you could say, I just want the shorter standoffs, and you can get them. Okay, I'm gonna put these tiny, the tiny ones in the front, and the transmitter will be on a slight angle. That's okay. Wait. Oh, here's 2 short ones. No, I got 2. Maybe of course I got 2. Yeah. So surprise, surprise, and make do with what you got. Put that one there. The taller one in the back, and the 2 shorter ones will go in the front, where I need a little bit more space, and that'll be the best I can do. See, that's the fun of this. It's just figuring out these little problems is what I love. Some people like to read mystery novels. I like to build mystery quads. Let's tighten this up. And let's see if we got a winner chicken dinner here. Okay. All right. So just to repeat, that goes out the back. Firefly goes out the back. Camera, wait. Camera goes out the front. Firefly goes out the back. Transmitter goes out the back. Video goes to the front. Put it down. We know it's going to be on a slight angle. That's okay. That's what we want. Yowza. Put these 2 back. And let's bolt it down for the last time, I hope. Who's still with me? If you're with me, give me a thumbs up. Hey, Charles. Thanks for the encouragement. Make and do when I have 2 standoffs of different sizes. Well, my isolator didn't seem like it was such a good idea now. And if it still is a problem, I guess I'll have to get rid of them. Just to make some space. Okay. Wires in the right place. Wires in the right place. Will it fit? Will it float? No, wrong show. Okay. Will it float? Will it float? Yeah, I guess I watched too much David Letterman over the years. Oh, come on. Come on, you trial fit fine. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of a shoehorn. Let go in. Will it go in? Oh, I forgot to snip off the top of this one. Remember, we got a smaller one in there. I should have snipped it off a little lower. Yeah, snip it a little lower. This better work because I don't have any more standoffs that'll fit. All right, come on. You can do it. Come on, Nikki. You can do it. Name that film. Success! Success! We fit! Whoa, and we got just, look at that, just a smidge of clearance right there and there. Whoa, that was tight. Okay, so now we need these nuts. Where's the nuts? Okay, we got that in. Now we got to use these nuts and these bolts. I should have, you know what? There's something I should do before I put this all on. Don't you think? Don't you think it's time for a smoke stopper test? Who thinks it's time for a smoke stopper test? Come on, give me a hell yeah if it's time for a smoke stopper test. All right. Where's the battery? There it is. Here we go. Do we have smoke or lights? Woohoo! It's all cool. Yay. All right, now we can put the canopy on. And the wires are all where they're supposed to be. Looking nice and neat. And now we need this nut and this nut and I believe this long bolt and this long bolt. See the right ones? Yep. Okay, so oh, takes a 2-0. I gotta put this in this little hole. And then I take this, get in there. This is like an IKEA furniture. That's what this is. I built furniture like this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, get it back in there. That's cool. But I think I'm going to need something to hold it in place. Use my fingers for the moment. But I'm definitely going to need an open end wrench. Won't do it. this will. Okay, and the other one. This is what I mean by catalyst. Machineworks has some of the most interesting engineering. Oh, fell out. Come on. Where is it? It's in there somewhere. I hear you breathing. It fell inside. Now I can't find it. Come on, I know you're in there. Is it stuck on a motor? Oh, these magnets. Oh, where is it? This is crazy. It fell inside. I saw it fall inside. I saw it fall. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. See what I mean about losing nuts? Drives me crazy. We are in the end game here. We're in the end game, boys and girls. If we could just get this thing where it belongs. Come on. First one was a lot easier. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this one. Just gotta get in that hole so I get the screw in. Okay, I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. We got it. I feel like Rick of Rick and Morty. We got it. Hubbada, hubbada, hubbada. Blub, blub, blub. I think so. Yeah, that's in good. Keep it a little tighter. All right. All right. We're done with that. Next. Got it. I'm losing things all over the floor here. Okay. Front arm brace. What is that sound? Oh, I think my water feeder for the dogs is making noise. Okay, we're going to be back. We have to take a brief break to feed the water feeder that is making a racket in the other room. So stand by. I'll be right back. 30 seconds. Maybe a minute. My God, how inopportune. All right, I'm back. All right. Uh-oh. Whoops, wrong one. Well, it looks like our... Whoops. Well, it looks like our bench camera's battery died, so give me a second to change the battery on that. Oh. Limits of technology. All right. Let's see if we can finish this now. All right. Anyway, let me fix this light. Got a little dim. Well, the water feeder has water in it again, and it will be quiet. Now, I put 2 screws in here I have to take out. So I'm glad I looked at that. Because we need to put the front brace in. I'll probably need a longer screw to put in there. And we got some longer screws. We're going to be doing the sweepstakes soon. Giving away some stuff. Alright, so we took those out. And we got to put this in. So that goes, just fits in like that, I guess. Yeah. Now, where's those motor screws? I have a whole bunch of them. What do I do with them? Let's see, I need some of these motor screws that are longer now. These look longer. Let's see if these will do it. And the dogs want a greenie now. Surprise, I got them over here. They have to come here for a greenie. So let's see if this one is long enough. Maybe. Let's see if they have one that's just a little bit longer before I say yes to this one. I don't even know which boot bag this came out of. We've got these silver ones. Let's see if these silver ones will fit. And the bag won't open. Dropped them all over the place. Okay, let's see. Just want to see if they will go through all the carbon and up. Yep, the silver ones are the ones we need. Okay. And it's not really in as deep as I'd like, but these are the longest ones I think I have. So I want to use these. These any longer? These came with the kit. No, these are a little shorter actually. I'm going to go with these. Seem to snug up good. We are really in the end game. All we gotta do is put the camera in now, and then this puppy is done. Except for programming. I think we're gonna do programming tomorrow night. Whoever's in favor of that, say aye. Okay. Put all these screws away now. We have a nice mess to clean up in the morning. That's okay. It's all part of the fun. Alright, so now we've got, this is like looking just about done here. Yep, now it wanted me to use those screws, but I use these and I think that'll be fine. I mean, they came with screws for the motors, but I use the ones that came with the motors. I don't think it really makes a difference. Yeah, that's the way we got it. Sure do look like that. Okay, part camera sold separately. Of course, we got a box of parts for the camera. Let's see if there's anything in here we could use. Oh, don't need that. Got these screws that we might need. Programming board. I already used that. There's some more screws and wires that we don't need. Huh. Alright, so yeah, we still got to find a way to tighten this thing in. We'll do that in a few minutes. Alright, so camera. Bolt goes in the slots like that. Boom. So it wants me to use a bolt that it has, which is probably this little one here. And I don't know about washers. Let's see if it even fits. It's perfect. All right, so camera wire. Boom. And I like to leave the cover on while I do this. Because I'm anal. Like that. And I think I might use these washers. I don't know why I have these washers. We didn't use any of them. I think I might use them here. Woohoo! Camera is almost done. It's kind of hard to get the camera in around the motors. You know, I should probably put the camera in before the motors, maybe. Okay, let's go position this so it clears the hoo-ha, so it clears the front of the carbon, gets a little protection. Try to get this wire down out of the way. There we go. So, out there maybe. That's already loose. Loosen this one a little bit. There we go. That's what I like. I like that. Woohoo! All right. Now we got this puppy to deal with, which should be on top or something, because this is supposed to go through these somehow. There's another challenge. Always a challenge. I'm raining parts. It's raining parts. That squeeze in there? Of course not. So I gotta take this antenna part out and put it back. Because I did a goof. Not the worst goof I could do, but it was a goof. Okay, slide that up, out of the way. Bring in the receiver, which will come around, and I'll just tuck those wires in there. Yowza, that's nice. I don't really need. Can I do it sideways? Yeah. Yeah. We got this funky antenna. It doesn't quite fit. So I need to ream that out a little bit. And I believe we got a file over here. Yeah, because that antenna is a little large. So, file. And let's see if I can ream that hole a little bigger. Oh, look at that. The handle's loose now. Ah. Shit. Put it in there, now I can't get it out. Well, let's get the screw back in here before I break something. Get a little support so I can get that my file out. Things I do with my bright ideas. Alright, anyway, so let's see if I can get that wire through now. Or do anything else. Go? Not yet. Open that hole up a little. Because I got this knuckle I got to get through there. Come on. Why you gotta be so difficult? We're almost done. And then we get a snag like that. Come on. Maybe I should try a little forceful persuasion, maybe? Well, that's not going to work. Come on. Come on. Get through that hole. Maybe I should try my hot soldering iron tip, which is not hot anymore. Sorry guys, this is taking a little longer. You guys still here? Cool. You guys are the best. Wish I had a little Dremel for this job. This is really tough. I don't know what they made this out of, but it is tough. You know what? I'm just going to take this piece out and do it. It's really too hard to do it in the frame. I think that's my mistake. Gotta get that hole just a little bit bigger. There, I think it's getting there now. Can I get the knuckle through now? No. Not quite. We're getting there. I should try doing it from this side. This is really hard. I don't know what they made this out of. It's not anything that I've seen before. This is my bright idea of using this for this quad. Maybe I should get my little hand drill out, because this thing does not want to remove material. Yeah, let me try some dirty tricks here. We're going to play with power. There. Where'd the piece go? Yeah, it's already bigger than that one. That buckle's that big. All right, let's see. Let's see if this is a good idea or a bad idea. All right, that went through. Big enough? Hell no! Still not big enough. Get a bigger bit. Oh, this is ridiculous. Shouldn't have to go this big. Which one was it? Yeah, try that. Almost, I go all the way through. All right, that's got to do it. Yeah, now it's through. Modding. We're just modding. Okay. Let's go put this back in. And what I'm going to do is I want to put a little double-sided tape on that, I think, hold it in place. Probably easy to do now. A little double-sided tape. And we're almost done. We're almost done. I think we'll program this tomorrow. Now that I know how to get this live stream working. Who would like to come back tomorrow? And we'll do the programming and stuff. Boy, this is like a shoehorn. This is like a shoehorn. Definitely shoehorning. Okay, there we go. Boom. That's gonna go further back. All right, screw time. Now they got that figured out. Okay. I still don't know about the optimal way of hooking up this antenna for this long range. Still gotta figure that one out. Oh, fudge. That doesn't look right. Shouldn't that be going upward? I think the antenna mounts is upside down. No, it's going down. It goes down. It goes downward. Okay, never mind. It's right. I looked at the picture. And we gotta see if we can get that firefly in there. Okay, so we've got these. And they gave you these antenna tubes, but I don't think they're gonna work for us. Even if I cut them down, I don't think it's gonna. No. I'll have to come up with another solution for that. All right, so that's, well, it looks like that is going to have to go in like that. Now the next question is the Vive fly. Where is the Vive fly? Here it is. I don't know if this will work. I really don't. But we're going to try. Okay. And we're going to continue. And I know I'm going to have to finish this tomorrow just because it's getting late and we didn't program or anything. But let's see what we can do with this. Where can it fit? I'm thinking somehow shoehorn it in there. It's really isn't the place for it. I got this that I gotta shove that up high. This is gonna come down here. Man, I think the only place I could do it is to just have it on top, sticking out. And Lord help me if it should crash and stuff. But I think that's all I can do. Anyway, where's the, there's this. I think that's what I gotta do. I think what I also got to do is move it upstairs somehow. Get it up in there. There we go. Come on, buddy. You can do it. You can get in there. This is the tightest quad I have ever made. I think it's going to fly amazing. I really do. I could just get the plug up. I don't want to have to unplug, unscrew things again just because. I might have to. But no, no! The kid's good, he got it. Still got to put the antenna on. Okay, move that around. I'm going to stick the Vive fly, that transmitter right there. And we'll get some more double-sided tape here. I know they want me to strap it down, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. So for now, I'm just going to tape it. I've really had amazing success with double-sided tape. Okay. And we'll just plug that in. Like that. And of course we need to get this. That's really, I can't think of another way to do it. And I'll have to run I'm going to have to run a tie across the top. I can't fit it inside. Oh shit. It's like this thing's a top crash. That's gonna suck. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Power up. Let's see if the Wi-Fi even works. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Camera stopped. All right. So the Wi-Fi is obviously working, and it's going to beep off any second now. Woohoo! We have a Wi-Fi. And it's off. And yeah, this is cool. So yeah, we finished the build. We still got to finagle the antennas, and I got to put the strap on the bottom. But I think that's really done. And I'll do the programming later. So what do you guys say? We want to do a raffle? Who wants to do a raffle? Give me a thumbs up if you want to do a raffle now. Yeah, I still got to, you know, check out the goggles and the camera, but I'm sure that's going to be fine. And I got to clean up these wires, just tape them down. Minor stuff. Hey, let's see how much this thing weighs. And, oh. Hey, I almost forgot to put the antenna on it. I know it looks a little messy with this. Maybe I should put the other radio receiver on there. And, oh, this one is... Oh, I need a straight through antenna. Do I have a straight? Yeah, I got this one. Yeah, I got this one I could use. This is a straight in. The others have an L shape to it. I've actually had really, really good luck with these antennas. So let's just pop it in there. Woohoo! And yeah, I'm gonna have to play with this. I might have to switch back the antenna, the receiver, to a plain old receiver. But we'll see. Anyway, let's see where we are with this. $93 grams! Wow! Now, maybe a little bit more with the props on, but jeez! 94 grams! That's amazing! What do you think about that, guys? 94 grams. I'm going to guess it's going to be about 100 grams with the props on. And where's the battery? You put a battery on there. And here's a few props we're going to put on it. Whoa, crap. I don't want 4 of them. There's 4 props. 158 fully loaded. 96 without the battery. 158 total weight. That is so cool. Alrighty. So who wants to do the raffle? What should we do? The Wi-Fi or the frame? Or should we hold one back for tomorrow? What do you say, guys? Oop, lost the prop here. Wait. What do you say? Should we go for the Wi-Fi or should we go for the massive droner frame? What do you want to give away tonight? Or both? All right, I see comments coming in. So the gifts are going to come right from the manufacturers. I just got to send them the name of whoever the winners are. So who's with me today? Everyone, just give me a head count. Just call out your name if you're there. We got three people online. Is that it? How many people we got here? I see Greg, Charles, Josh, you still there? Josh, you still with me? Oh, I don't know why I gotta scroll this. Well, Greg, the frame, you still gotta get all the parts for it. It's just the frame, no motors and stuff. So I'll tell you what, let's see if we can find some fun here. We're bringing up the wheel. See that? And let me show you how that works. 1 second. Wait. We gotta get the right. One second, I'm bringing up the wheel control. Let's see if it spins. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna pick a number and let's see who comes closest and then we'll spin the wheel for them. How about that? Gotta find a pen here. 1 second. Okay. Does that sound fair enough? All right, I'm going to take this piece of paper and I'm going to write a number on it between 1 and 25. Nobody see. I'm going to turn around so no one sees me write. All right. In my hand is a number. I want each of you to guess a number between 1 and 25, and whoever gets closest gets to spin on the wheel. Is everybody with me? All right, call out your number. Between 1 and 25. Come on, let's see some numbers. Oh, I forgot. It's a 16-second delay. 16 seconds. In my hand is the number of the winner. Pick. Everyone post a number between 1 and 25. Okay, Charles says 13. Come on, we need some more guesses. Okay, Greg says 17. Who else is here guessing? Come on, Josh, it says you're still here. Come on, Josh. Wake up. Someone kick Josh in the butt. Tell him to pick a number. Okay, guys, when do you think we should give up on Josh picking a number? The odds are pretty good with the two of you that each of you are going to win something. Okay, when do you guys think we should give up waiting for Josh? Did poor Joshy fall asleep? Hold on. Who wants a cookie? I think someone wants a cookie. Where did I put them? I had a cookie in here somewhere. Okay. Hey, here's a consolation prize for the loser. Who wants a greenie? Riley, you want a greenie? Riley! Okay, time for the floor show. Who wants a greenie? Who wants a greenie? They bark for greenies at night. Okay. Let's see. Did Josh come in? All right. Okay, so I guess it's you guys. Should I open this up? This number gets the first spin. And the answer is 14. Congratulations, Charles Wong. You get the first spin. Are you ready? And I can count to 13 before I hear the answer. Hang on a second. I gotta put this on. So I can hear what you guys are hearing. Are you there? Hello? That's not working. All right, here we go. Here it goes. Come on, spin the wheel. I'm just waiting for the delay to pick up. And it looks like you get the frame. Congratulations. How do you feel? You ready to go to Disney? You got a frame. Okay, so here's what I need you to do, Charles. I need you to private message me your name, address, and phone number, and I'm going to forward that over to the Catalyst, and they'll send that to you. Okay? All right, so I guess I could spin it for Greg, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. So, Greg, you also private message me your, oh, should we do it again, John? Oh, you know what? Okay, Greg, You don't win by default. Josh is back. Josh, you missed the first spin, so you lost the frame. So we're going to spin for the Fly now. So here's the rules. On this piece of paper, I'm going to write a number between 1 and 25. You two guess the number, and whoever comes closest wins the Fly. Hang on, I'm going to write the magic number down. Where's my pen? All right. In my hand is the magic number. So call out your number between 1 and 25. Whoever comes closest wins the Fly. And for the hell of it, we'll spin the wheel, but it doesn't matter because we only got one prize left. So what's your numbers? Come on, it ain't hard. A number, singular, between 1 and 25. Someone pick. Greg says 17. Josh, what's your number? What? You just want me to give it to Greg? Wait a minute. Who? Wait, Greg, you won the frame, didn't you? No, Charles won the frame. I'm confused, Josh. Are you going to pick a number, or am I giving it to Greg? Because if there's only one guess, he wins by default. Josh, are you saying your number is 1? I'm confused. That's right, Charles. Just send me your contact information. I'll send it over to Catalyst Machineworks. Okay, well, here the number was 3. All right. There you go, Greg. Again, send me your contact information, and I'll forward that on to Fly, and they'll ship it to you from China, so it'll be a while. And as far as the frame, it comes from Texas, so that'll be a little sooner. So, guys, who wants to come back? Whoops. Who'd like to come back tomorrow for the finishing of this? Was anybody interested, or you think we did enough? Yeah, congratulations. Congrats all 3 of you for hanging out with me. I had like 20 people say they were coming, and we started strong and a few dropped off. And yeah, I kind of expected that. I knew this was going to be a long thing. Look, it's 11 o'clock here. Jeez. So that was 9, 10, 11, 3.5 hours. Yeah, so yeah, that's about right for building a quad. That's about normal. Doesn't matter if it's a 5-inch or a 2.5-inch. So I'm going to finish this up tomorrow. If you guys want to do it with me tomorrow night, I'll hold off on it. And if you think you're cool. And I'll just show you the finished one after I'm done and it's all set. That's cool too. Let me what you prefer. Yeah, I thought that was you, Trail Mix. You know, I went on that recently, and it's a ghost town. You still go on Discord on the UAV Futures? You have a good night, Josh. Thanks for spending the evening with me. It's been a lot of fun. So nice to build with friends for a change. Hey, Charles. Are you anywhere near South Florida? We can race them. Gotta go put my tools away. I make messes. I get excited when I build and I don't put things away. And it just gets to be a pretty crazy mess. Hey, what do you think of all this OBS Studio stuff I played with the graphics and everything? Was that cool or distracting? Yeah, hey, if you go to look up Joel Lightcatcher on YouTube, I got a review on the Vifly also. They're really nice people. I've had some conversations with, what's his name there? John. Really nice guy. Haven't met him. Bit of a commute to China. I think I'll try to do some shorter lives in the future. It was actually a lot of fun. Kind of enjoyed myself. Made a mess. Enjoyed myself. Oh, really? Hey, Charles, send me something next time you're broadcasting. I'd like to see your stuff. I'd like to log in, join your video. You know, I think I'm going to put on my goggles. I want to see this. Anyone see that new Achilles module? I've been using one and I really like it. But the new one is way cooler. And about 20 bucks more expensive, but that's still a good deal. It's under 70 bucks. All right. Let's see if I get a video signal. I'll do a battery. Whoa! Video straight out of the back. It's upside down though. Ha ha! We got video. Looks great, except it's upside down. Looks like I'm going to have to program it. And apparently the Vifly is working. Hey, so you want to just you want to join me tomorrow to finish this, or should we just call it a quits for the live build? What do you guys say? You think this is enough? You guys are interested, I'll continue tomorrow, but if not, I understand. That's cool. I wish I could go flying, but, you know, we got this Hurricane Michael in my backyard, and it's just rainy and windy and kind of not too nice out. So, whoa, what happened here? Ah, the microphone went upside down. Didn't even see that. So, yeah, can't fly except inside. So that's that. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish this up, and we'll do a little live tomorrow. And yeah, hey, thanks guys for joining. I really enjoyed it. I've honestly been excited about doing this for like since last Friday when I thought about doing it, and I'm probably gonna make some off-camera changes to this because there's some things I'm not entirely happy about. But I am happy that stack came out pretty nice and clean. And how's the balance on that? Oh yeah, balance is nice. And this is like, gosh, no flex in this. This is really, 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 really rigid. I'm excited. I can't wait to fly this. Cool. Well, at least you guys know how big to make that stack. Hey, if you can, get the Zeus board, because that'll take it down a whole board. All right. See you later, guys. Have a great night. And remember, where is it? Execute. Where is it? Ah, I think I lost control. Ah, it's not working. Where is it? And remember, real men know 2 inches is a massive droner. Have a good night, guys. Oh, and hey, one thing I forgot. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. Go to Quadcopter Coach on Facebook. Really appreciate that. And that's about all I can say. Have a good night, everyone. See you later.